Hey everybody, welcome to this next video. I'm going to show you how you can implement what I call the bedtime reset routine. So if you're watching this video right now, I've likely pushed this idea of improve your sleep, manage your stress, start moving more, exercise, deal with the soreness in your body. Where do we start? You have to start with improving your quality of sleep, and we're going to do that by implementing this bedtime routine. So who am I calling out today? Who is this video for? If you're a corporate worker, 9 to 5, if you're a parent, you have kids, you're consistently sacrificing yourself, or maybe you're dealing with an injury that doesn't seem to want to go away. One of the best things that you can do for yourself is to promote more restorative sleep. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to quickly read this, okay? Because this is important. The currents of life, what does that mean? Just like the ocean, the waves come in, they go out, they go in, they come out. Stress comes and goes, okay? So are you caught in the currents of life? This is page number 2. Your reset starts here. Like waves, stress comes in cycles, pulling you under with overwhelming burnout and relentless nights. This guide helps you reset with a simple bedtime routine designed for people stuck in the currents of modern life. You'll learn how to calm the mind, reset the body, and drift into real restorative sleep. If you've been spinning your wheels with, I keep making bad decisions, I don't feel like I want to move today, or you're making bad decisions with the way you eat, maybe you're not booking appointments to see Chris, there's a good chance that you're just not feeling the best. And we can intervene by improving the quality of your sleep, because we all know if you sleep better, your body heals better. And if you're healing better, you will naturally wake up with better quality energy. And just like that, we kick this process off where you can start to be healthier, but we don't have to force it to happen. So by following this routine, we are going to move in that direction. All right, so let's cut to this. Step number 1, you need to have this booklet. So you're going to see it says the bedtime resets routine. You need to have this, step number 1. Step number 2, you need to get to the second page and you're going to see a QR code where you can scan it and then it'll take you to a store. Now, this is important. I created a store with the purpose of making it convenient for you to get the correct item. In the past, I've sent my clients to go to Walmart, Canadian Tire, Winners, and I'll describe, get a ball the size of this and make sure it's dense, make sure it feels like this. And then they come back with the wrong item. Using the products in the store that I created ensures that we're speaking and we're using the same tools so that I can make the results more predictable. So step number 2, I need you to go into this Amazon store and I need you to buy quite possibly the most important self-care tool that you will ever buy. It is called a 5-inch foam ball. Okay, it's about this big. So you might say, Chris, I already have a lacrosse ball, the white ball that people typically have. I already have a lacrosse ball. Do I have to buy the 5-inch foam ball? Let me tell you this. When I am massaging my clients, if we look at my arm here, I'm massaging like this. The hard part, that part right there, is like that little lacrosse ball that you have, right? A lacrosse ball is very dense, it's very hard. When I massage, I actually don't use that hard part at all. I use this part. It's the meatier part of my arm, and with that part right there, it replicates a 5-inch foam ball because it's not a smaller circumference, it's much broader. Why does this matter? It matters because when you're massaging, you can't just massage for 2 minutes and give up because it's too painful. The secret in massaging is to do it not with intensity in mind, but with consistency in mind. And what that means is that you might be doing this routine for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes, like myself. Every day I bust out the ball, and before I go to bed, I'm doing this routine. Now, Chris, I don't have 60 minutes to devote to this. You told me that it's gonna be easy. Hear me out. I want you to do this routine when you're in bed and you're on your phone. For example, you cannot unconvince me that when you're in bed, you're not on your phone. If you're on your phone and you're just relaxing, it's so easy to do this routine because you're just gonna have that ball on top of your bed and you're gonna lie on top of it and you're gonna cycle through the list that I have in this book or in the PDF. You're gonna cycle through it and we're gonna begin to dig in. And because it's a much broader ball, it's not like the tip of my elbow, like that little ball, we can do this for a longer period of time and it'll actually feel kind of soothing, or my favorite word is, it will feel relieving. And because it's relieving and we're doing it right before bed, we will naturally get better quality sleep. And if we do it consistently enough, we will start to wake up with better quality energy. So here's the secret in this. You can't really start this routine until you order this item. Order it, and then we can jump to step number 3. When you get to step number 3, this is the cool part. When you're massaging, where you have to massage, the book takes care of that. That's not even the complicated part. What you have to understand is the timing. Do this before bed, and then number 2, the technique itself, it can be so simple. In fact, it is so simple that people think they're not doing anything, but you're gonna find these pressure points and you're just gonna hold pressure and nothing else. You don't have to worry about rolling it out, moving the ball up and down. You don't have to worry about moving your body to make sure that you're properly releasing the muscle. We're just gonna focus on static pressure. You're gonna hold the pressure, you're gonna find where it hurts. These points are relatively safe. Like, there's not much you can do that's gonna risk injury, but if your body is dealing with an existing injury, you might wanna be careful with progressing through this routine mindlessly. So be intuitive and pay attention. If it feels like it's painful, maybe back off. If you are doing this routine and it feels relieving, you're typically doing the right thing, and I would suggest continuing. Now, here's the interesting part in all of this. The magic will happen through the consistency. So you might do your routine for night number 1 and you're dealing with pain. It might feel uncomfortable, but because your stress tolerance, right? We typically are under conditioned. We don't exercise, we're not moving enough. So you put pressure on a muscle and it typically wants to react by doing this. It wants to get tight. So there's like a fight that happens where I'm putting pressure and my body wants to get tight. The illusion where people go wrong is that they start the routine, and because it kind of feels a little bit uncomfortable, they typically want to stop. My challenge is just do this for 5 nights in a row. Do the routine, and I can almost promise by the time you get to night 3, 4, 5, 6, and beyond, you will see that that same pressure that you started off with, not only are you using more pressure, but we will move away from the sensation of it being painful, sore, achy, uncomfortable, and we start to move towards this idea of pain being relieving, soothing, comfortable. And if we can get to that point, and you're doing this routine, let's just say you spent the whole day stressed out, your manager was yelling at you, you were stuck in traffic and you're stressed out. A lot of us live a life of crazy amounts of stress, and then we get to bed and we expect this sleep time to be a restorative sleep, but we're stressing out in our sleep. If we can be consistent with this routine and reset the body right before we get to bed, you will wake up feeling so good. I can't say this as a promise, but you can have like months or years of having back pain, but if we can get better quality sleep, your body starts to naturally take care of these aches and pains. And if you start waking up feeling better, I can guarantee, because you're feeling better, you make better decisions. And that's what I'm trying to unlock with this bedtime routine. Now, this routine belongs part of a bigger ecosystem that I don't want to get into with this video, but just know, step number 1, master the bedtime routine, and then we can progress to the other steps. If you are looking to make a shift in your health and you want to live a better quality of life, maybe because you think you're not healthy, the first thing you can do is to understand how you respond to stress, more specifically, how stress is showing up in your body. So I created a stress survey. It just takes 2 minutes to complete, and then I will send you a customized game plan explaining to you the stress that you're going through so that we can take immediate action and have you start feeling better immediately. So if you are interested, send me a message, or I will include the link to that stress survey down below, and you can do it immediately.